Boom! What's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. I hope you all had a fantastic, fun, enjoyable weekend, but it's Sunday evening. You know what that means. It's time to get down to business and talk about how we're going to make some money this week. Coming off of a monster week last week, you may notice I'm not home. I don't have my office background behind me. I'm actually down the shore enjoying the weekend, enjoying some time with some family. Guys, but this week is the week that we've got to all be talking about. This week is the week you've got to be in your chair, at your desk, or on our mobile app and following on with what we have going on inside True Trading Group. My name is Michael Edward, and guys, I've been doing this for about 15 years now, going on 16 years. I'm an award-winning hedge fund trader. I started my career back in 2007. It was my first job right out of college, working for a hedge fund in New York City. Then 2008 happened, and that was the worst global financial crisis and stock market crash that we have ever seen. But not only did I survive that, folks, I thrived. That is the year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now, today, fast forward, I'm the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group. TTG exists literally to help you to learn, trade, and profit consistently. It's our primary goal, and we are very, very good at continuously achieving that. Since 2016, TTG has helped thousands of people, traders and investors of all types, styles, backgrounds, experience levels, become successful. And by successful, I mean very straightforward, make money. Since our goal is to help you to make money, let's start this live stream off having a very real conversation about wealth building. And make no mistake, real wealth is being built during times like these. Last week, we actually found out that we are in a recession. The technical definition. There's been a lot of arguments about this. Are we in a recession? Are we not? Well, we kind of are, but maybe not. No. Go ahead. Google what's a recession. Go ahead. Google Harvard Business School recession definition. 2 consecutive quarters, negative GDP growth. We got it. So technically, that's where we are. Yes. Okay. That is where we are. But as I've been saying, and as a lot of other people have been saying, this is a very, very different kind of recession. Yes, inflation is high. Yes, interest rates are rising. But jobs numbers remain stable and they are positive. The labor market remains extremely tight. For every unemployed person, there is just under 2 open job positions still available today. This means that the consumer, despite the doom and gloom which is being perpetuated in the news, is in fact stably employed and or able to find a job. Just recently, Amazon had their best Prime Day ever, and just last week they crushed on their earnings. They had some great revenue. They even gave awesome third quarter guidance. This is the kind of thing that we're talking about. If Amazon is saying that, hey, things look good, guidance look great, we just had our biggest Prime Day ever, the consumer is still very strong. But people hear the word recession, they immediately think 2008. They immediately think like we're 1929. Most people begin to become very fearful of losing their jobs. And I mean, if you look at the headlines over the past month or so, you'd think that we were headed for soup kitchens and bread lines, right? Wrong. Okay. Here's the truth. Yes, we are in the technical definition of recession, which in my opinion is fantastic. It's one of the best case scenarios that we could have had in the grand scheme of things, where we were left after COVID and after the pandemic. Being in the technical definition of recession right now is actually a good thing. Let me explain. No, negative GDP is not a good thing, but everybody knew the economy was going to slow down coming out of 2021, which was, post-COVID, everybody coming back out of lockdown. Everybody knew that growth rate was not sustainable. So you knew you were going to get a contraction. Okay. But the labor market is still super, super tight right now. Like I said, for every 1 unemployed person, there's nearly 2 open jobs. And that's not even including the people that are supplementing inflation by driving for Uber or DoorDash or whatever it is. Okay. My belief, which is something that I have been saying since the end of 2021, is that this recession is going to be unlike anything that we've ever experienced. And we're not the only ones that feel that way. According to the Wall Street Journal, they published an article titled, "If the U.S. is in a recession, it's a very strange one." Quote, "Economic output is down, but the job market is strong, unlike in previous recessions." Then, literally today, Yahoo Finance published an article titled, "A recession is at the doorstep. Here's why it may not be as bad as you might think," end quote. And the article says, these are direct quotes from the article, job losses might not be severe. Money will keep flowing in. These are right out of this article. Prices will stabilize and possibly drop. Asset prices will fall, then rebound. These are exactly word for word, verbatim, pulled right out of that Yahoo Finance article that was published today. Tom Lee, if you guys have been following my channel for a while, Tom Lee is a professional that I respect Very, very much. There's not many people. Okay, there's a handful of people that I follow and that I go to for their thoughts and for their opinions. Tom Lee's one of them. Tom Lee is the managing partner and head of research at Fundstrat, frequent guest on CNBC. Okay, but Tom Lee is also the guy that was literally right about everything during the 2020 COVID crash. In 2020, when the COVID crash initially happened, he was one of the first people to come out and say the market is going to go back to a new all-time high. Nobody believed him. Everyone's like, how is that possible? The whole economy is being shut down. How could you go back to all-time highs? Tom Lee stood by it and he said, nope, we're going to all-time highs. Don't care what anybody else says. And he was dead right about that. Then again in 2021, when the market was soaring to all-time highs, again, we were at like 4,400, 4,500 on the S&P. And Tom Lee said, no, we can still move higher. This was towards the middle of the year, towards the summer. Nope, because I still think that we are moving higher. And yet he was right once again. People thought the top was in. Tom Lee said, nope, I don't think so. And he was right. He has been dead right about every single pullback and rally that we have seen so far in 2020 and 2021. And he just stated, this same person, quote, the 2022 bear market is over. Stocks could hit new highs before year end. Not my words, Tom Lee's words, guys. Tom Lee, the guy was right about this entire COVID mess, this entire crash, and the entire rally back to all-time highs. He was dead right. These are his words. So now you got the Wall Street Journal, you got Yahoo Finance, you got Tom Lee, okay, you got Bill Besky from BMO Capital. He also thinks that the market's going back to all-time highs. Now listen, whether we go back to all-time highs by the end of 2022 is still left to be seen. But I do agree that we will end this year on a high note. Don't forget also, Elon Musk sent out a tweet last week that said basically he thinks that inflation has peaked. Elon Musk, go look at his Twitter. He said it looks like inflation is trending down. Okay, so these are the things that you're starting to see happen. Now, you couple that with a massive rally in the overall markets in July. We had the best month in the S&P 500 since November of last year, and the NASDAQ had the best July ever on record. Okay, on record. Okay, right now, the consumer is more fearful, yet for the most part, they remain cashed up, stably employed. And for those that don't have a job, the market's extremely strong. Okay, and there's tons of jobs that are still open right now, and there's still tons of demand for labor. But did you know that a recent survey on CNBC surveyed a bunch of retail investors? 59% of those people that were asked said that now is not a good time to invest in stocks. 59%. Would you like to know the last time that the number was that bad? I'll tell you. 2008. 56% of surveyed participants said after the market crashed in 2008 that now is not a good time to invest in stocks. Well, those 56%. Those 56% in 2008 could not have been any more wrong and could not have been any further from correct. Because in 2009, the S&P went up over 20%. And by 2010, we had recovered all of what we lost in 2008. The worst recession that this country has ever seen. And I say the worst recession. Okay, yes, you had a depression back in the 20s, 30s. That was worse. That was a depression. The worst recession that we have ever had in history was 2008 into 2009. And if you had invested during that recession, 2009, you were still in the recession. The S&P went up over 20%. By 2010, we had recovered all of what we lost in 2008. And by like 2012, the markets were back to all-time highs. That is the worst recession that we've ever seen, 2008. Don't forget that. The S&P went down about 55% from the 2007 all-time high down to the 2009 eventual low. Okay? But that was the last time that people were that bearish on the market. 56%. Well, this recent survey from CNBC, 59%. Even more bearish than what they were in 2008. Just remember how wrong those people in 2008 were. The stock market is the greatest builder of wealth that anybody could experience. You all know this to be a fact because you're all watching this live stream. The stock market is designed in a way that no matter who you are, where you come from, how much time you have or don't have, how much money you have to start with, you can absolutely have every opportunity to succeed. Is it easy? No, nothing worth doing ever is. But is it possible if you are educated, belong to the right community, utilize the right tools? Yes, it absolutely 1000% is. At TTG, I know this to be true firsthand. I've seen it. We've helped thousands of members over the years consistently make money and achieve their goals and reach financial independence. At TTG, we focus on day trading, swing trading, long-term investing. We trade options. Okay, there's also futures, commodities, ETFs, even crypto. Including myself, our team of 8 other professional traders will share their opinion with you. They alert you in real time when entering and exiting trades via push notifications on our free mobile app. There's no delay. We make sure that we share our screen with you guys during the day, and we're trading with you live from pre-market all the way through till after hours. As long as the stock market is open, we are live inside of True Trading Group. You can't be in chat? Don't worry about it. As long as you can listen to music while you're at work, you can listen to our mobile app on your phone, and you can listen as the moderators talk throughout the course of a trading day on the microphone, breaking down the analysis for you in real time. And then, of course, you get the real-time push notifications whenever mod enters or exits a trade. Plain and simple, at True Trading Group, our members, they're making money, and they're becoming better traders, folks. Watch this. Members, I'm talking to my fam right now, all my TTG members. We're over 9,600 members strong. TTG members, simple question. Are you making money? Are you becoming better traders? If the answer is yes, I'd like you to type a $ in chat right now. Now, everyone that's not a member, my advice to you is to just pay attention to how many people are about to come through and are about to type the $ right here in chat on this side of your screen. Just watch the screen right here. Just pay attention to this side of your screen, because these are members of True Trading Group that are telling you that I'm making money, that I'm becoming a better trader. These are your peers. Guys, they found us the exact same way you did. And that's on one of these live streams. Okay? The exact way that you are here right now, this evening with us, that's how they found us. They had all the same excuses that you had. Small account, lost money in the markets before, have a full-time job, have no experience, but yet here they are now typing the $ coming through here in chat. Just look. Don't even take my word for it. Just look at how many people are commenting here in chat. Now, here's the best part. Everyone that just typed that $, they didn't get some secret strategy that I was told on Wall Street that they purposely try to hide from retail investors. Yes, I worked at a hedge fund in New York City. No, they did not teach me some special secret strategy or some special secret pattern or some special secret indicator that nobody knows about except the hedgies. No, they got the real secret. The real secret is being part of a supportive community wherein you are going to get an actual real professional level of education, receive winning real-time transparent trade alerts, and get access to tools that are needed to give you the best chance of making money, plain and simple. Guys, this works and our track record speaks for itself. If you're new to this channel, we do these live streams 6 days a week, so make sure you subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, and along with the massive golden nuggets and lessons and real trade analysis and ideas that I'm going to be sharing with you guys on all of my streams, yes, if you could not tell, we also do sell memberships on these live streams. We call this an edumercial, okay? Now, one of the things that I'm going to go through when we do go into our sales pitch later on in this live stream is going to be a double your money back guarantee. It's very simple. You have 12 months. Complete our courses, pass our quizzes, attend one study group. That's it. That's all I'm asking of you. Okay. If by the end of the year you have not made your membership fee back at least one time, I'm going to give you double your money back. I'm going to give you twice what you paid to become a member of True Trading Group. Now, I'll talk about more about that, okay, in a second. Okay. I'll talk about more about that stuff in a second. All right. But our track record speaks for itself. And while I can't and I will not guarantee your success, I can share with you that our overall refund rate since 2016 is 2.5%. That means I have literally only had to refund 2.5% of our members since 2016. We currently have over 9,600 active members in the TTG family. We have a 78% retention rate, which means 78% of our members are either renewing their annual membership at the end of their year or upgrading to becoming lifetime members of True Trading Group. And last but certainly not least, we're 5-star rated on Trustpilot, folks, with over 1,670 reviews. Based on what members tell us, the reviews they leave, our retention rate, and our refund rate, I can very confidently say that True Trading Group as well has worked for many people. And if you can put forth some effort, there's a good chance it can work for you as well. Like we and other publications like Wall Street Journal and Yahoo Finance are saying, this recession that everybody is fearing, that the media is using to create fear and to generate more views and more clicks, because that is how they make money. That's not how you make money, but that is how they make money. all right? Regardless of what they're saying and what's being circulated around media channels, the potential in this environment, this moment, has the potential to be one of the greatest wealth building opportunities that you are going to experience. Similar to 2008, when you went into a recession and everybody thought it was a bad time to invest in stocks. Guess what? 2008, 2009 was the best investing, wealth building opportunity of your life. Just like Warren Buffett says, be greedy when others are fearful. And right now, that quote's never been more true. Professionals on Wall Street all know this to be true, and now you're hearing it. Let me explain. Because leading up into the recession, the overall markets, along with many individual stocks, came down in price per share a lot. I mean, a lot of stocks got absolutely crushed. This is no doubt been a stock market crash, but this everything crash caught many retail traders and investors looking like a deer in headlights as they watch their 401ks and long-term portfolios take massive hits this year. Every attempt to buy the dip, which worked all throughout the pandemic, has mostly failed in 2022. And going long, which again worked during the pandemic for most every stock, it no longer works. So not only did these unfortunate people take losses in their accounts, but a lot of their attempts to make it back using the same strategies that worked over the last 2 years failed miserably. So what are these people all supposed to do? Well, guys, if you knew how to properly trade in a bear market and realize that stonks don't only go up, if you were part of a community that provided you with real-time alerts from a group of professional traders with a cumulative win rate of just under 80% for all styles and types of trading, then maybe those people could have offset some of those losses while the market completes its bottoming process, which in my opinion, it's still in. Then they could have used that money trading one of the most volatile and thus opportunity-filled markets that I've ever seen in my entire career. They could have used that and reinvested it to purchase fantastic companies for the long term at Black Friday sale prices. You see, since the start of the stock market, not many things can be said have been true 100% of the time. There's not many things you can say that 100% of the time this is true in the stock market. There's not many things you can say except this. Every time the stock market, the S&P 500 specifically, every time the S&P 500 went down more than 20% in 1 year, it proved to be a massive buying opportunity. Not 80% of the time, not 90% of the time, 100% of the time, it was a buying opportunity. I don't care if you don't believe me. You don't have to. I do this for full time. Many of you don't. Go back and look in history. Every time the S&P 500 went down more than 20% in 1 year, this year we went down about 23%, and go see what the markets did the very next year, and the year after that, and the year after that. And then you come back and you tell me that year that we went down more than 20%, that it wasn't a phenomenal wealth building and long-term buying opportunity. 100% of the time. People don't know that though. They see red, they panic instead of keeping calm. Trader psychology is a huge part of becoming successful. That's why at True Trading Group, we put a very, very, very heavy emphasis on psychology. We actually have a two-part trader psychology courses. We've got trader psychology workshops that we hold live. We even have trader support groups that we hold inside of True Trading Group. If you're calm, you can plan, you can act, and take advantage of the opportunities that are in front of you. Remember, be greedy when others are fearful. Oh, but the recession is here. You could lose your job. It's time to save, do nothing, hoard cash, stuff it under your mattress, hope for the best, right? Well, let me tell you something. Hope's not a bankable strategy for making money. There's no hopium index, hopium indicator. It's my very strong opinion right now is not the time for hope. How many times has the government ever given a crap about your success? They don't, never. They never have. They never will because they don't care. And hoping on that is not a strategy to bank your financial well-being on. Stop letting others decide your outcome and the outcome of your family. Enough's enough, guys. Did you also know that in bear markets is where actually people make serious money? How's that possible? Many of you may not know that. It's very simple, right? You can learn how to actually make money when markets go down. There's a lot of different ways you can make money when markets go down. As many people don't know this, but you can buy put options, you can short, you can buy inverse ETFs. These are things that go up when stocks go down. There's many ways that you can actually make money when stocks go down. That's why 2022 has been a monster year for us here inside of True Trading Group. The first thing you're going to learn when you get involved in the markets, right, is what? You hear this, buy low, sell high. Oh, it sounds so simple, right? Buy low, sell high. Well, it's kind of hard to buy low when the market's at all-time highs, right? You're kind of buying higher and hoping that you can sell higher, right? But this is what you're going to learn the first time when you ever talk about stocks. But if you know how to properly trade in a bear market, it's actually a lot easier to make bigger gains on the way down and in a stock market crash, because stocks go down a lot faster than they go up. And then you can eventually take that profit that you're generating on the way down and then use it and invest it, like I said, at Black Friday discount prices for the inevitable bounce, which has occurred 100% of the time. Throughout history, you go back to the 1930s, there has been very smart sounding reasons why you should sell and not buy stocks. There have been very smart sounding reasons. Okay, there's always a reason. There's always something that someone is going to try to convince you that the world is ending. And every single time that something has happened, every single time that somebody sounded like, oh, that's a smart reason why maybe I should not be invested in the stock market, they were wrong 100% of the time. But oh, recession, guys, enough. Put the fear aside. Stop letting media outlets and sensationalism and fear-mongering cause you to make poor decisions. Put the fear aside. It's time to get greedy. The chances are you have money to trade with and invest with. Okay, those are the chances. The vast majority of people that are on this live stream, okay, are probably in that exact position. But you can only make money from the markets if you're willing to put some of your own money up. And this is one of the tightest, most stable job markets we've ever seen. 3.6% unemployment still. That's the lowest unemployment number that we've had in 50 years. And you have more open positions than you do people that are looking for a job. That is extremely unusual for a recession. And for the inevitable comments I'm going to get from people, oh, listen, I understand. There are some extenuating circumstances. Okay, and I get that. And I really do get that. And I do feel for people that are in certain situations. Okay, understand it's not that simple. But the reality is that for a lot of you, that's not the case, okay? The point is the majority of you have capital and job security and are able to take advantage of what is happening right now, but only if you're willing to actually take action. And that's why we're here on these live streams. I do these 6 days a week to try to give you real information. These media outlets, they don't make money by you making money. They make money by your eyeballs. If you click on their article, if you watch their video, that is how they make money, from advertising dollars, from your eyeballs watching or reading their content. They don't make money if you make better financial decisions. True Trading Group, on the other hand, succeeds when you succeed. I told you about that double your money back guarantee. If all of our members just continuously lost money, True Trading Group would fail to exist. But we actually quite do exist and have 26 employees. Guys, today's live stream is going down. I'm going to break it down into 3 main segments. Segment number one. Okay. Segment number one. I'm going to warn you all for the stock market this week, and I'll then be answering the top 5 questions that I have gotten from all traders and investors, what they all want to know going into this week. These are questions that I've gotten from members of True Trading Group. I've gotten questions on Facebook. I've gotten questions on Twitter. You all can go follow me on Twitter if you haven't yet. I always post market commentary and trade ideas, and I alert you guys to some of my open swing trade positions that I get into on Twitter, and I always provide you with some commentary. It's at MikeEdward_TTG. Again, that's at MikeEdward_TTG. Go ahead, give me a follow there on Twitter, guys, if you have not done so already. So we're going to go into the top 5 questions that I get asked most. But first, guys, before I go any further, we've got to welcome Carlos. Carlos is the newest member to the TTG family. Everybody welcome Carlos, my man. I'm excited. I'm happy to have you part of the family. I'm looking forward to trading through what has been an awesome year so far. And tomorrow will be the first trading day of the month. We welcome August. We say bye to July, which was an absolute banger. Now we're going to welcome August, and we're going to try to keep that momentum going. Carlos, welcome. But guys, that means there's now 19 laptops left. Look, tonight is our last night for our 48% off sale. Right? Tomorrow, we've got the start of yet another huge earnings week. And then after that after what was one of the best weeks that we've ever had inside True Trading Group, right? I'm talking multiple triple-digit gains from some swing trades. And then you're also on swing trades from options. Then you're also talking about HKD. Let's not forget, we absolutely destroyed HKD, not once, but twice on 2 separate days. The massive short squeeze. Stock went from like $12 to $4.50, $4.80, whatever it was. We caught it not once, but twice, ripping like 80% gains off just on that trade. Guys, there's never been a better time to get your butts in chat or on the mobile app, become part of True Trading. We are red hot right now. But listen, so like I said, 48% off sale. It's over here tonight at midnight. In addition to that, we are going to be giving out laptops. We had 20 of them from over the weekend. Carlos just grabbed one. That means there's 19 of them left. So yes, if you missed the sale on Friday or Saturday night, this is the last night. No, these laptops are not going to last. This is your chance. So thanks, Carlos. There's only 19 of those laptops left. Guys, listen, hold up. But honestly, before I continue, okay, because I'm going to get into those 5 questions first. Then I'm going to do a segment called If I Trade It, where I'm going to break down for you a bunch of stocks this week, including the overall market, what I think they're going to do, how I plan on making money from them, and what my trading plans are for them this week. Before I get into that, I want to just go through this real quickly to make sure that everybody has a fair shot at it for those that are interested. All weekend, we've been running a 48% off sale, and all those that signed up received a free laptop, okay? Tonight will be the last night for this sale and the last night for a while that we're going to be doing these laptops. We've had almost 50 people sign up the True Trading Group since Friday, so we can safely say that these remaining 19 spots will not last probably until midnight tonight, which is when our sale expires. So please hear me, guys. Tonight at midnight, our sale is over. So if you want to sign up for TTG tonight, you can save 48% off our normal price, which is $22.12. You can get it all. That brings the price all the way down to just $1,150 for the entire year. And that comes with a free laptop that you can trade with. It's only for the next 19 people. And you also will get access to a Head Start workshop that I'm going to be hosting. And then to make sure you guys start your membership off on the right foot. And then, of course, you're going to get the double your money back guarantee. Okay. But there's only 19 spots left here now. Go to ttgoffer.com. The price will say $22.12. You have to manually enter the code TTG121, click apply code, and that'll bring the price down to $11.50. And then you are locked in at that $11.50 price point for life, which is really cool because let's say next year our membership is $2,500. Doesn't matter. You're only going to pay $11.50 to renew your membership, which is important because, like I said, 78% of our members renew their membership or upgrade to become lifetime members. So locking yourself into that price point, that actually saves you 48% this year. It can save you 60, 65% next year. You don't have to enter your address when you sign up to get your laptop. After you sign up, you'll get a welcome email with instructions on how to claim that free laptop. And we ship anywhere in the world. We ship globally. I don't care where you are. As long as DHL is in your country, we will get you that brand new free laptop. Everything you get with your membership, it's on the checkout page. All of our courses, all of our tools, everything's included for the $11.50. You never charge another dollar for courses and tools. You just have to use the TTG121 coupon code, then press enter. The price will then come down to $11.50, and then just simply check out. Again, 19 spots left. Sale expires at midnight. Price goes up at midnight. No more laptops. 19 spots left. Okay? Please listen carefully. This sale is also open to all current TTG trial members, previous trial members, as well as previous members. But if you are one of those people that I just mentioned, do not go to ttgoffer.com. Rather, we must white label your email address. So go to send a text message right now. Sorry, send a text message. Don't call. Send a text message to 786-505-4047. That phone number is right at the bottom of your screen. 786-505-4047. Just send your name and email, and we'll help you out immediately. Text the number right now, guys. We can't answer it if you call. It's a text-only number. I don't want you to miss out on one of those 19 spots that are remaining. And if you see a laptop in the checkout cart, that's how you know you're one of the 19. Because once the 19 people sign up, the laptop will no longer be inside the checkout cart. So as long as you see it, you know you're getting one. So listen, I'm sorry to get into kind of the early sales pitch there, but I saw some people are starting to sign up already, and I want to make sure that everyone that's on this live stream, if you're interested, I want to make sure you all understand everything. I want to make sure you all have a fair shot. All right, so moving on, okay? After I go over the 5 questions, we're going to cover, like I said, 5 stocks that everyone's talking about this week. I'll give you my entire trading game plan analysis on all 5 of those stocks in a segment that we call If I Trade It. And then last but not least, we're going to conclude this live stream with a 10 to 15 minute open Q&A session where you can type your questions to me live right here in chat. And then we're going to put them up on the screen. I'll answer them live. Whatever's on your mind, I'm here to help. Asking questions is how you learn. Then at the very end of the live stream, if anyone is still interested, I will show you the Teach Sheet platform so you can actually see all the things that you get with your membership, all the tools, all the courses, right? I'll show you guys all of that stuff, okay? So let's get into it with our stock market warning for this week and the top 5 most asked questions, all right? The warning, okay? The warning. I need to go over this with you. I need you all to listen up and pay attention to me very closely, okay? I'm warning you all for the month of August. I told you how important July was. I specifically told you last week was going to be an extremely important week. It actually turned out to be one of the biggest performing weeks in True Trading Group this year. Like I said, multiple triple-digit gains. You had the HKD trade. One of the best performing weeks was last week. I told you that. Now I'm telling you here again. I'm warning you guys now again. This is another huge, massively influential week for the stock market because you have earnings from a lot of companies that are going to give you insight into the consumer. You have earnings coming out on AMC, on SOFI, on Airbnb, on PayPal. You have earnings on AMD, okay, Datadog, Moderna, BP, Petroleum. You have so many Starbucks, massive companies that are coming out and are reporting earnings this week. Last week, it was all about mega cap tech. It was Apple. It was Microsoft, right? It was Alphabet. It was Meta. Well, this week, guys, you're going to be getting more of your energy and oil companies, JetBlue, Caterpillar, Uber. Like I said, Ferrari, they're coming out too. All right. Under Armour. Okay. You know, Eli Lilly, you've got Block, what used to be Square, Twilio. I mean, you have DraftKings. You're going to get Robinhood, Regeneron. I mean, you guys, Booking Holdings. Okay. These are companies, Lucid. Like, you're going to get so many. Okay. AMC, you're getting so many of these companies are going to be showing you and giving you insight into the consumer. This is an extremely important week for earnings. Of course, obviously, you know, AMC, you know, you're going to have a bunch of, you know, Moon Gang. We have any Moon Gang members that are here from our boy, Matt Kors, Matt and Moon Gang members. If you guys are on the live stream, what's up? Welcome. Hope you guys had a great weekend. But going to be a big week, going to be a huge week for earnings. Okay. And then thanks to last week's GDP data, the whole world now knows that the US is in the technical definition of a recession. So can the markets hold on to the gains from last week? Last week was a massive week for the markets. Can we hold on to it? Can we hold it with earnings coming up? Futures are down right now. We're down just about 0.4%. Okay. So we're down about 40 basis points right now in the futures market. So we are starting off the futures market red, but the market doesn't open for 12 and a half hours. A lot can happen in 12 and a half hours. You've got Europe, you've got Asia. Those markets are open. Those markets are going to be trading. So there's a lot that can happen between now and 9:30. So we got to see what happens when we wake up tomorrow morning. Where are the futures markets? Okay, I'll be live with my members pre-market going over the entire game plan. Okay, this is yet another week that is make or break for you, the retail trader and investor. And this is not the week to go at it alone. This is not the week to just be YOLOing your trades and acting like the stock market's a casino, because it's not a casino. This is yet another week where serious money can be made. This is a week where you can lay the foundation for your success in the market for the rest of 2022. And then don't forget, we're also going to be getting inflation data in about a week and a half. 2 weeks, you're going to get more inflation data. This is the information. This is the data. This is where you need to be able to analyze this. And don't worry about it if you can't. That's why we're here. We do a lot of the heavy lifting for you. But this can set the precedent for what the market's going to do for the entire rest of the year. Now that we've gotten this recession thing kind of out of the way. Jeff C. I see that you're having issues checking out. Send a text message, Jeff, to 786-505-4047. The phone number is at the bottom of your screen. 786-505-4047. Okay, send a text message to that number. That is for Jeff C. Okay, it's for Jeff C. Now, guys, listen, to all of my current members, you guys are already teaching members, congratulations, because honestly, you have a very blatant and real advantage over everybody else that's watching this live right now that is not, because the education, the tools, the community that is provided to you will keep you at an advantage here for this week and for the rest of the year. Okay, teaching members utilize what we provide, and let's make some real money here this week. You've all been warned. So now pay attention. Do not do this alone. Do not just rely on social media on its own. Okay, don't try to trade this on your own, guys. This is the moments where wealth is built. Doing it wrong this week could blow your opportunity for the whole rest of the year. So let me move things on. I want to get into our top 5 questions. Okay, top 5 questions that I get asked from traders, and we're going to dive into it. Let me pull up my charts just so we can start breaking this stuff down for you guys. All right, let's get into it. All right, so we're going to get into top 5 questions that I get asked. This is from, again, these are questions that we get from members of the training group, but also on Facebook and also on my Twitter. So go ahead and follow me on Twitter. That's at MikeEdward_TTG. All right, question number 1. And I like this question a lot. Are small caps heating back up? And if so, why is that good? You bet your ass small caps have heated back up. Small caps have been absolutely on fire last week. Obviously, HKD, unless you've been living under a rock for the last 2 days, HKD is a stock that literally went from, all right, this stock was, trading right around $20 a share on the 22nd. And just on Friday, it hit $480. Yes, you heard that correctly. A massive, insane, ridiculous short squeeze on HKD. Okay, this was one of the biggest trades that we've had, guys. On HKD, just to kind of recap, if you guys missed it, on HKD, we hit HKD on Wednesday, and we hit HKD again on Thursday. Our initial entry on HKD was at $54. Okay, $54. This thing went all the way to $480. Okay, so you have HKD, you have PGY. Guys, you take a look at PGY. This stock went from $2 to $27 in a matter of 2 weeks. In a matter of 2 weeks. Then you go ahead, you take a look at a stock like Sega. Sega, the monkeypox name. This thing was at $8. It went all the way to $23. You take a look at TBLT. TBLT from $2 all the way to $9.50 in a matter of 4 days. Small caps have absolutely started heating back up again. Okay, so why is this good? Guys, when small caps heat up, it just adds to the volatility, adds to the opportunities. This is a target-rich environment right now. This is a target-rich environment. There are so many things to trade. There are so many opportunities out there. Whether you like $2, $3, $4 stocks, whether you like trading options, or whether you like trading Amazon and Meta and Microsoft and AMD and NVIDIA and Moderna and all of your large caps. There is so many things making massive moves. This is why I'm telling you this volatility is one of the best trading environments that I've ever seen. And like I said, folks, I've been doing this now for over 15 years. Okay, so it's absolutely small caps have heated back up. Absolutely. It's a good thing. It's just because it provides more opportunities to us. Before I go any further, guys, I have to welcome 2 new members that signed up since the intro, Jameson and Hope. Everybody welcome Jameson and Hope. Welcome to the TTG family. That means there are 17 laptops now remaining. 17, guys. That's it. 17 laptops. Everybody welcome Jameson and also welcome Hope, newest members of the TTG family. Everybody welcome Jameson and Hope. All right. Next up, question number 2 is, why is being in a recession now a good thing? You heard me talk about this earlier on the live stream, and I was saying this last week too. I was happy when we got a negative GDP number for Q2 because listen, a negative GDP number is not a good thing. It's not like, yay, negative GDP. Okay. But everybody knew you were going to get negative GDP in 2022. right? Anybody that knows anything about the economy and knows anything about the markets, I told you this was going to happen. I mean, in 2021, at the end of 2021, I very publicly, I announced to the whole world and my teaching members, I was taking profit in my long-term portfolio. I was selling stuff, right up near their all-time highs to raise a bunch of cash in anticipation for the inevitable crash that we got this year. This was the easiest forecasted move to the downside in the markets that I've actually ever seen in my over 15-year career. All right. And we were able to jump all over that. Now that we're actually in the recession, it's a good thing, because the sooner you go into recession, the sooner you can come out of the recession. Bear markets don't last very long. The average bear market only lasts about 9.6 months. Okay. The average bull market lasts nearly 3 years. The sooner that you go into a recession, the sooner you will come out of it, and the sooner the markets will recover. Because the markets don't recover after a recession. Very important you all understand this. And I'll show you 2008, 2009 just as an example to make sure that you all understand everything that I'm saying to you. I'm going to switch to a weekly chart on the S&P. This is the SPY. Okay, we're going to go to a weekly chart. I'm going to take this all the way back to 2008. Okay. The market does not bottom after the recession. The market bottoms in the recession. The market is a discount mechanism. It looks into the future. Okay, where the stock market is today is not a depiction of where the economy is today. The market tries to forecast where we are going to be 6 months to 12 months into the future. So that is why if you wait for the recession to be over, that means the market bottomed at least minimum 6 months ago, and you missed 6 months of upside. That's exactly what happened in 2009. Now, if you take a look at this chart of the SPY, you will see that in 2008, I'll highlight 2008 for you. That, my friends, is 2008. The worst single decline in 1 year for the S&P 500 in history was 2008. Okay? Literally, percentage-wise, the worst decline in history for the S&P for 1 year was 2008. Then 2009 is right here. Okay. There is 2009. Now, oops, I didn't mean to duplicate that. Let me delete that. Make this a little bit more bold so you can see it. That's 2009. The market bottomed in March of 2009. Right there, right? That's where the market bottomed, March of 2009. Now, in March of 2009, the U.S. economy was still very much in a recession. Matter of fact, we were in the heart of the deepest, worst recession the U.S. has ever seen. But yet the S&P 500 went up over 20% in 2009. The market just went straight up. Look at this. The market went straight up in 2009. You dipped to start the year, bottomed in March, and then for March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, it was a one-way ticket, baby. Right back up over 20%. Then 2010, I'll show you 2010. Here's 2010. Oh, recession? Cool. Market still went higher. Market still went higher. By 2010, okay, by 2010, we had already taken back the entire decline that we experienced in 2008. Well, 2008, remember, the worst recession that we have ever had. Worst recession we've ever had. And the markets took it all back in 2 years. This is why the fact that we are already in the recession, because remember, markets will bottom in the recession. They do not bottom after the recession. If you wait till the recession is over, it's too late. It's far too late. Far, far, far too late. Okay? And again, this is not, everyone is so scared of the R word. You're so scared of the word recession because all you think of when you hear recession is 2008. You all need to realize and comprehend that 2008 was the worst recession in history. Yes, you had a depression in the 20s into 30s, okay? But the U.S. has had many recessions in history. Many. And 2008 was the absolute worst. But that's all you have to compare to. There have been so many other, okay, there have been so many other recessions in history that were blips on the radar, that were nowhere near as bad as 2008. And I've been telling you all year, this is not a surprise if you follow my channel. All year, I've been telling you, we're going to have a recession, guys. We're going to have a recession, guys. We're going to have a recession, but it's not going to be a bad one. It's going to be needed and necessary to bring inflation down. Recessions are normal cycles they're normal economic cycles. Expansion and growth and recession, expansion and growth and recession, expansion and growth and recession, et cetera, throughout time. It's not a word you need to be scared of. Recessions bring down asset prices, which allow you as an investor who has the wherewithal to understand what an opportunity in the market looks like to be able to invest in those assets at discounted prices before you look back 2 years, 3 years from now and say, shit, I did it again. What did you do again? You missed your opportunity to invest for the long term, just like you missed it in 2020 when the COVID crash happened, and just like you missed it in 2008 when the great financial crisis and great recession crash happened. You missed it again. Stop missing these opportunities. Stop falling victim to the fear-mongering that you see all over the media, and start making better decisions for yourself and for your family. That's why if we're in a recession right now, it's actually, in my opinion, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Next question. This is question number 3. For those that are just joining us, I'm going over top 5 questions that I get asked from traders and investors. How much do I need to start? How much do I need to get started trading in the stock market today, especially on a week like this week coming up with earnings? So a lot of people I realize want to get involved in the markets, but they think they don't have enough money to get started. It's a very, very big misconception that a lot of people have, that they think they need tens of thousands of dollars to get started in the market. You don't. Just a couple $100 will do, folks. We've had many members in True Trading Group that started with less than $1,000 inside their trading account, and they've grown a 3-digit account, 100, 200, $500. They've grown that into 4-digit and even 5-digit accounts over the last couple of years, guys. Many members have done that over the last few years. You do not need tens of thousands of dollars to get started. It's simply not true. Okay. Next question. All right. Next question that we are going to dive into. Again, these are top 5 most commonly asked questions that we received over the weekend. Okay. And that is, what are the top companies that you are looking for this week as far as earnings? All right. I am going to cover all of this with you guys in our next segment that is called If I Trade It. Okay. So again, if I trade it, we're going to break down 5 different stocks. These are some of the stocks that a lot of people are asking me about going into this week. They have earnings, and a lot of people want to know what my analysis is with those companies and with those stocks. So I'm going to skip over this question because the next topic is called If I Trade It, and I'm going to cover with you the 5 most asked stocks that I'm getting from people. Okay. So again, that's going to be the very next segment of this live stream. Last and final question that we got asked most commonly over the weekend is it possible to become a full-time trader if I have a current 9-to-5? Yes. Okay. Yes. We've had many members inside True Trading Group that have actually quit their full-time jobs and have become full-time traders. As a matter of fact, My TTG members, if you're a full-time trader now, thanks to True Trading Group, go ahead and type the number 1 in chat right now. My TTG members, if you are a full-time trader now, thanks to the TTG platform, I'd like for you to go ahead right now and go ahead and type the number 1. Let's see how many full-time traders that we have that are on this live stream. We've got about 1,600 people watching us live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. Welcome, everybody that's joining us from all those different platforms. But you guys can see for yourselves now the different members that are full-time traders now with True Trading Group. Well, I take a sip of water there. Sorry, guys, my throat's a little dry. Okay. So there you guys go. Look at all these number 1s. These are members of True Trading Group that are now full-time traders. They were able to quit their job. Now, is quitting your job and becoming a full-time trader, is that an easy thing to do? It's not an easy thing to do, but is it possible? You tell me. Having the right education, having access to the right tools and information, and being part of the right community can help you achieve just that. Can help you achieve just that, guys. Before I go any further, we've got to welcome a new member. This is Terrell. Terrell, welcome, man. Welcome to the TTG family. Everybody, welcome, Terrell. What's up, bro? Happy to have you part of the family. Looking forward to trading with you this week. We're going to kick off the first trading day of August. Okay. Everybody, welcome, Terrell. There are now just 16 of those laptops left. Guys, listen to me very carefully. We started with 20 laptops. We are now down to 16. This offer and sale expires at midnight tonight. A 48% discount brings our price all the way down from $22.12 to $11.50, and the next 16 people get themselves a brand new free laptop. Okay. Before I move on here to the next segment of this live stream called If I Trade It, where we're going to be breaking down my full trade analysis on the SPY, AMD, Pinterest, Uber, and of course, none other than AMC, all of which have earnings mañana. Okay. First, I want to see how many people on this live stream that are not members. Guys, if you're not a member of True Trading Group, do me a favor, guys, just type the letters TTG, please, in the chat. Type the letters TTG if you are not a member of True Trading Group. I know it might sound tedious, but I want to see, we've got, like I said, 1,600 people watching. I want to see how many of you are not members of the TTG community here just yet. Will help me kind of get a gauge of who we have on our stream. Let's see. We got Star-Lord. Welcome back. Bev, how are you? James, what's going on, man? Pat, Lisa Gutierrez, welcome. Glad to have you on the live stream. Go ahead, guys. Just type the letters TTG. We got Sniffer, Zeke, Alfred, Anna. Nice. Ian says, I just want to sign up. Do it. You can do it, Ian. We got Natalie. We got Bust Down Investments. I like the name of that. Oh, I like that. Mike B, what's up? Bill, Michael Sears, FS, Osei, Mario, Sonny, Craig the Texan, welcome back. Charles Wilkinson, welcome back. Kimosabi Inc., I like that name as well. Ian Adams, Bala, J. Eric, LC, Irving, LYTC, Hernan, Kubas, what's up? Welcome back. Sayad, Ken, Sydney, Maurizio, DG, Farah, Dominic, LC. Great, guys. Excellent. Nate, Darcel. This is fantastic, guys. Luke, Jerome. Beautiful. Ian Adams says, tell me how to do it. Ian Adams, you just have to go to ttgoffer.com, brother. Type in the coupon code TTG121. Guys, listen, if you're not a member, okay, if you are not a member right now, seriously, all of you that are type TTG, I want to welcome you guys all. We started this live stream with 20 laptops. We got 16 of them left. So they're beginning to sell out pretty quick, just like they did last week. Now is the time for you to take action. So for those that don't know, like I said, we've been running this amazing sale that all through the weekend. You got a 48% discount off our normal price of $22.12. It dropped the price down to $11.50. That comes with a free laptop for you to trade with and access to my Head Start workshop. Okay. And of course, you're double your money back guarantee. Now, there's only 16 spots left though. So Ian and everybody else that wants to join, go to ttgoffer.com. The price is going to say $22.12. You manually have to enter the code TTG121, click apply code, brings the price down to $11.50. And then, yes, you're locked in at the $11.50 for life. So even next year, okay, if you want to renew your membership, which I'm confident you're going to because 78% of our members renew their memberships, it doesn't matter if our membership's $2,500 next year. You're only going to pay the $11.50 to renew your membership. You don't have to enter your address to claim the free laptop. You'll get a welcome email when you join. It'll have instructions on how to claim the laptop inside the welcome email. We ship anywhere in the world. We're going to give you either an Asus, Dell, Lenovo, HP, or Acer laptop. Remember, no address needed at checkout. Okay, we ship anywhere in the world. Everything that you get with your annual membership, it's on the checkout page. All of our courses, tools, all the trade alerts from myself and the other 8 pro traders. We have a cumulative win rate of just under 80%. All of that, you get it all for just the $11.50. You're never charged, okay, another $1 for courses and tools. They're all included in the membership, and you're going to be getting our university level of education with 17 courses. Each course has multiple chapters. Each chapter has multiple lessons. As a matter of fact, hey, Joe, do me a favor. Can you post our syllabus in chat, please, bud? Guys, listen, we're going to post a link inside the chat. It's going to be a link to our syllabus. So if you guys want to see a list of all the courses and topics that you're going to learn, you can just click on that link that's in chat, and you'll see the whole list of our syllabus. You're going to learn all that stuff. Remember, this is a simplified version of the stuff I learned when I worked at the fund in New York. You're not getting these little gimmicks that I figured out of my mom's basement. You're getting real professional level of education, same things that I got access to, same stuff that I learned when I began working at a fund in New York, and that's when my trading career really began. Okay? But again, there's only 16 of these spots left. This sale does expire at midnight tonight. Then the price goes up, and there's no more laptops. Listen, also, if you're a trial member, a previous trial or previous member, and you want this sale price, you can get it, but you don't go to ttgoffer.com. Instead, send a text with your name and email to 786-505-4047. We'll whitelist your email. We'll get you back in, and we'll get you that discounted price, and we'll get you that. We'll get you that free laptop. All right. As long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that's how you guys know you're good to go. All right. And of course, as mentioned earlier, the double your money back guarantee. You have 12 months from the time you sign up. Complete our courses, pass our quizzes, attend one study group. If by the end of your membership, you have still not made back that membership fee at least once, I'm giving you double your money back. So you'll pay $11.50. I'm going to give you $2,300 back. That's the deal. I'm dead serious. Chances are you're not going to need it. Our track record speaks for itself. I can't guarantee you're going to be successful, but with an overall refund rate of 2.5% since 2016, I can also share, like I said, our retention rate, 78%. We're 5-star rated, over 1,670 reviews on Trustpilot. Based on what members tell us, the reviews they leave, our refund rate, our retention rate, I can very confidently say that True Trading Group has worked for many people. And if you put forth some effort, there's a great chance it can work for you as well. And that's why I am able to offer you the double your money back guarantee without breaking a bead of sweat. Nobody else is going to offer you that. Why? Why not? Why would nobody else offer you that? We're the only group, the only program, the only company that will say, you're going to pay $11.50. If you don't make it back, I'll give you $2,300. That's the deal. That's because when you join, we're in business together. You put up $11.50, I'll put up $11.50. If you make your $11.50 back, I'm going to keep yours. If you don't, I'm going to give you yours back, and you're going to keep mine. Okay? You're going to keep mine. Before I move on to If I Trade It, folks, we've got to welcome David. David, welcome to the TTG fam. Everybody welcome David. That means there's now just 15 laptops left. 15 laptops left. That's it. Again, go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121. You'll get your spot. 15 left. Everybody welcome David. Guys, take a second. Open up a new browser window. Keep listening to me because I'm about to get into If I Trade It. But don't wait. I don't want you to miss out on one of those 15 spots because they're starting to sell out fast. All right. All right, folks. Let's move on to the new segment. My next segment here called If I Trade It. Okay. If I Trade It. And we're going to touch on the SPY first. All right. First thing we're going to hit is the SPY. Now, the SPY is, we're kind of just bouncing around right now. We're trading sideways. Okay. We're trading sideways. All right. We're down slightly on the futures. So we haven't really moved much. Okay. We hadn't really moved much. SPY's down. We're bouncing between down 0.3 and 0.4%. So 30 basis points, 40 basis points. We're just kind of fluctuating right in between that level. Okay. So we're slightly red. Now, what I'm looking at here on the SPYs, I think the SPY has kind of run its course a bit. Okay. I think the SPY has run its course a bit. Okay. You have a lot of resistance levels that are up here on the SPY right now. Okay. So what I'm actually starting to look for is opportunities where I can get myself into put options and catch a pullback on the overall market. That's what I'm looking for. There's two major levels of resistance that I want you to focus on. One of which is this purple line, pink line, really, magenta, whatever you want to call this line. This is the 100-day moving average. The 100-day moving average is extremely important. We just tapped it on Friday. Okay. Now, this is important because this pink line has been a major level of support going all the way back to 2020. You will notice that every single time, we have touched this 100-day moving average, it has acted as a level of support. Okay, going all the way back to 2021. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Support at this pink line. Then we broke underneath it to start off 2022. Okay, we broke beneath it. Then what did you see happen? All of a sudden now that pink line is starting to act as a level of resistance. Now we can't get over the pink line. Now you start to see all of this resistance at this pink line that used to be a level of support. We got to welcome Jeffrey. Jeffrey, welcome to the family. There are now just 14 of those laptops left. There are now just 14 of those laptops left. Everybody welcome Jeffrey. Guys, again, go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121. If you have questions about the membership, send a text message to 786-505-4047. The phone number is at the bottom of your screen. And now here we go as we zoom in. And what do we have? We just got to the pink 100-day moving average again. So just like it used to be a ton of support, now it's acting as a ton of resistance. So I'm looking for put option opportunities this week, and I'm actually looking for a pullback. One level is obviously right here around this 412, which is 411.20 is the actual 100-day moving average. Friday's high is 413. So right inside, but you can see we're right at it. We're at that level. Okay. We're literally sitting right at it. Okay. So now that we're testing that level, that is a key level of resistance we have to pay attention to. The market right now is gapping down. If we gap down tomorrow morning and there is a little bit of a push higher up towards that 100-day moving average, watch for Friday's high, 413, right around that 100-day moving average. Watch that to be resistance, and then watch for the markets to pull back and then fade that. I think fading that back under 410. I think back 407, 408. I think are going to be beautiful areas that you can look for pullbacks down into. Okay, beautiful areas for you to pull back down into. And then if for some reason you get over 413, well, you've got an absolute brick wall sitting at 416. This level, I'm going to draw this line across my screen, is an absolute brick wall. Now, you will see, all right, let me go and delete this stuff. All right, I'll delete that. what you will see is this level used to be a massive level of support for the SPY until we cracked it in May. See, we cracked it in May, and then what happened? It became a massive level of resistance. So similar to what you saw with this pink line, the 100-day moving average, similar to what you saw there, now you are seeing used to be support is now acting as a level of resistance in the end of May, beginning of June. And now here we come right into this range. This entire range right here is your level of resistance. You must pay attention to this range. This is the 100-day moving average up to this previous level of resistance. This whole area is extremely tough for the SPY to just go, poof. Okay? It is extremely tough for the SPY to just do that. Extremely tough. I don't think it's going to happen. Not on the first attempt. I think there's going to be a pullback trade for us here this week. And with earnings coming out here, we're going to get a lot of insight into the consumer with all the different earnings that we are about to get. Right? You're getting Uber, you're getting Airbnb, you're getting AMC, you're getting Square. I mean, you're getting a lot of companies that are going to give you insight into the consumer. And you've had some companies so far come out with earnings that were an absolute grand slam. You had other companies come out with earnings that were, terrible. So I think you're going to get some volatility this week, and I think you're going to get a pullback off of that level. I'm going to be looking for put options off those levels. Okay, so again, 100-day moving average, that pink line, and then like that 416 area that you guys see that line drawn on my screen. Those are the two levels that we're looking at, looking for pullbacks off of. All right, so that concludes the analysis on the SPY. All right, next up is going to be AMD. AMD is one of my favorite holdings in my long-term portfolio. Harvinder, welcome to the family. There are now 13 spots left. That's it. Welcome, Harvinder. 13 spots left, guys. That's it. 13 spots left. Remember, go to ttgoffer.com. Enter the coupon code TTG121. That is how you guys will be able to claim that free laptop. Remember, guys, this sale expires at midnight tonight. Okay, so you have a 48% discount on the membership right now. That's over at midnight. Price goes up, and there are just 13 spots left for a laptop. You don't have to enter your address. You'll get a welcome email when you sign up that will give you instructions how to claim that laptop. And then as long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that is how you know that you are getting a free laptop. Okay, there's 13 left. If you see one when you go to ttgoffer.com, you know you're good. AMD, one of my favorite holdings in my long-term portfolio. I've owned AMD for many years. I've also was screaming on the top of my lungs during the COVID crash for people to grab AMD during 2020. We did inside True Trading Group, and we actually added to my position around $45 in AMD. That's all the way back here. We got to welcome Leo. Leo just joined. Leo, what's up? Welcome to the family. There's now just 12 spots left. There are now just 12 spots left. Everybody welcome Leo, newest member of the TTG family. Remember, guys, you have to enter the coupon code manually, TTG121. If you have questions about the membership, just send a text message to 786-505-4047. The phone number is at the bottom of your screen. If you have questions, send a text to that number. I also added to AMD right here, down around, I think it was like 86 or so in my long-term portfolio in May. So I added to AMD all the way here. I added to it again here. Now AMD trading up here around 95. My thoughts here on AMD is, pretty straightforward because of this level that we have right here. This $92 level on AMD, in my opinion, is a big one. You had a big gap down in AMD. All right, back here, going back to the middle of June. All right. And then that level became resistance big time. That's a gap entry point now. And you can see here resistance, and you can see here resistance. And then even on Thursday, you see resistance. And then on Friday, we finally broke above that level. So I want to see if AMD can stay above 92. If AMD can stay above 92, then that means that this level that was previously acting as resistance has now become a support zone. And then we can look for AMD to breathe itself higher. And I think AMD at that point gets up into the low hundreds. I think AMD's target range is going to be somewhere right inside here. Okay. Going to be somewhere right inside there. Now, obviously, earnings are going to have a lot to do with that. All right, we got to see what the company says with their earnings, because my one concern here is, and I'm not looking to trade AMD prior to their earnings. I'm not going to hold, I mean, my long-term portfolio position is one thing. That I'm holding that for the next 15 years. But to actively trade AMD, I'm not going to be long it going into earnings, because I am a little concerned about their earnings. Semiconductors are cyclical. That means when the economy slows down, semiconductor companies usually have a pretty tough time. And there's no shock here that the economy is slowing. So Intel came out with their earnings, and their guidance was absolutely horrific. Huge gap down for Intel. I hate Intel. I don't think this company is worth owning at all. AMD, every day that AMD exists, they take market share away from Intel. Their technology is far superior, and in my opinion, their management is far superior. And I'd much rather own AMD than own Intel. I mean, just take a look at the stock charts. You tell me which one you'd rather own. Okay. But the other thing here is that Intel is not the only company that was bad with their guidance and bad with earnings. Qualcomm was also. Qualcomm's another semiconductor. Micron was another one. Micron had really bad earnings and really bad guidance. So, as I look across kind of the board here at a lot of these semiconductor stocks and semiconductors, most of them have reported weaker guidance. The only one that actually raised guidance, Taiwan Semiconductors, actually raised their guidance. And I also believe ASML raised their guidance as well, if I'm not mistaken on that one. But Qualcomm, Intel, they lowered guidance. So, when you get AMD, it's going to be really, really important, because there's a lot of excitement in the entire semiconductor space about this CHIPS Act that was passed by Congress. A lot of people don't even understand which semiconductor companies are actually going to get benefit from that and which ones aren't. It's not like every semiconductor is getting the benefit from that, but that's a topic for another conversation. So depending on their earnings, if the stock is still above 92 after their earnings, I think then you look at AMD well back over 100, 105, possibly even getting up towards like 106, 107. And I think you look for a little bit more, upside on AMD. If AMD lowers guidance and they drop back underneath 92, then you look at 92 just to regain that resistance level. And then I think it's just a very choppy trade at that point, because you're going to get a lot of buying and a lot of support for AMD if this thing gets back into the 80s. But I think at that point, it just gets very choppy if they do miss earnings or they do revise their guidance to the downside. So 92 is really the level for me on AMD. Next up is going to be Pinterest, ticker symbol PINS. This is going to be Pinterest, PINS. Now, the thing about Pinterest, there's literally one price level that I care about on Pinterest, and it's $17. $17 has been this flat support level that you guys have seen hold here for the last couple of months. Okay. Everybody welcome Sam. Sam is the newest member of the family. There's now just 11 laptops left. Everybody welcome Sam. Yeah, guys, big shout out to Firefighter Greg for breaking down the CHIPS Act inside of the STR chat room. Really, really, really nicely done there. Firefighter Greg, a member of True Trading Group, in the after hours chat room of STR, breaking down in detail for everybody the CHIPS Act and the benefits of the CHIPS Act. So really great job there. Shout out to firefighter Greg and all my STR TTG fam that are putting in the extra work. Really great job. Okay. So going back to Pinterest, this is the only level that I care about. It's 17. It's 17. Honestly, you want to really know what I think you get from Pinterest? I think you're going to get a gap down on Pinterest after their earnings, but I think it's going to gap down right to 17. And then I think 17 is going to hold and the stock's just going to do something that looks like this. And I think Pinterest just does something that looks like this. I just have a feeling like this is going to be the stock chart of Pinterest. Okay, so I'm looking for a gap down after earnings, but then this $17 level, and I think it just holds. Social media has really been a mixed, has really been troublesome. Snap missed earnings brutally. They lowered guidance tremendously. Meta missed, lowered guidance. I don't expect much different from Pinterest. Honestly, I just think that they're going to have a tougher time, but this level at 17 is just so damn severe. 17, you go all the way back. That was also a key support level there back in 2020 as well. So I just think even if they do have, bad earnings or they miss an earnings and you get a gap down, I still think the 17 level is viable until this thing closes under 17. You can see it's never closed under 17. You can see that you've never closed under 17. As long as this stock is above $17, I think you can be long in front of 17 until you get under 17 and close under 17. Okay, so $17, that's your level for Pinterest. Next up, folks, on the list is going to be Uber. Uber's coming up, guys. Okay, Uber, key level of support for Uber doesn't take a advanced chartist to see it. It's $20. Okay, $20. I'll draw a line right across my screen. We'll draw it out. Uber, $20. And I got to be completely honest with you. Uber for me is a complete shot in the dark. I feel like you can flip a coin and Uber will give you the results. I really don't have a really strong stance on Uber one way or the other. I don't look at Uber and say this is a long. I don't look at Uber and say this is a short. I look at Uber and I say this isn't something that I want to be in. I don't see the advantage there. And that's okay. If you look at a stock and you're trying to identify where's the opportunity here, where is the edge, what's the probability of this stock moving to the upside or to the downside? If you cannot define that probability by looking at that chart and say, hey, it looks like, when I see this pattern, 75% of the time this stock goes higher. I don't see that here when it comes to Uber. I don't. The stock has been very, very choppy since May. I mean, you literally go back to May. Over the last couple of months, this stock has done nothing but just go sideways. I don't see a lot there. I just don't. It's just not something that I'm looking at. It's most likely not a stock that I'm going to trade, and I do not have conviction long or short. And I'll always give you guys my honest opinions and my honest thoughts. And my honest thoughts are there are way better things to trade right now than Uber. All right. Next up, last but not least. Okay. Last but not least, AMC. Everybody wants to know about AMC. I actually think AMC's earnings are going to be good. Why do I think AMC's earnings are going to be good? James, welcome to the TT family. James, guys, that means there's now just 10 of those laptops left. That's it. Just 10. These are not going to last. Once we get under 10, these laptops tend to fly. Okay, these laptops tend to fly. All right. So 10 laptops left. Go to ttgoffer.com. Enter the coupon code TTG121. As long as you see a laptop up there, you're getting one. 48% off sale ends at midnight tonight. Then the price goes up. So James, welcome. There's 10 spots left. I think you've got a chance of AMC actually giving you better than expected earnings. I mean, some of these movies are just doing great, man. Like Jurassic Park was a hit. Top Gun was a banger blockbuster. Like a lot of these movies are actually doing really, really, really well. And I think people are excited to go back to the theaters. And I actually think that you can have some pretty decent numbers from AMC. Guys, listen, for anybody asking, remember the coupon code is TTG121. You got to enter it manually, click apply code. So I think AMC has a chance to give you some upside again. I think AMC can give you some upside, guys. You can see AMC back at 16, 17, 18 bucks. I do. Then you have resistance once you get over 18. 18 to $18.50 to $19 is a key level of resistance for AMC. I wouldn't be looking at, AMC really getting higher than this line that I drew across my screen here. All right. This is the line I drew across my screen is like 19, 18.75, 19. I don't think you get above that. But I do think that AMC could give you, a little bit more upside after, a nice little earnings beat. I just think that, I take a look at the movies that have come out over the last couple months, and some of them were pretty big hits. Some of them were pretty big hits, guys. So we'll see. We'll see. I think AMC can surprise there. All right. So I think you can get maybe a little bit more upside there. Look for, like I said, 17, 18 bucks. All right. And surprise, mother. I got a couple more ticker symbols for you guys. All right. A couple more ticker symbols that a lot of people were asking about as I'm going through, that are going through this live stream. And a couple people are asking me about SIGA. So I do want to talk about SIGA. There was news out on SIGA on Friday. All right. The stock absolutely tanked from comments from the FDA. The FDA was making a bunch of comments saying that we have, we already have a vaccine, that SIGA's TPOXX has no data on human trials. It was just really bad, releases from the FDA. None of it was new information, but it was all very negative from the FDA. So the stock just cratered. But this stock is so heavily shorted. And this whole monkeypox situation is actually getting worse. New York just labeled it a public health emergency. Yay. I'm sure that's exactly what people wanted to hear, another disease health emergency. But nonetheless, New York City labeled it as a public health emergency. Okay. Candy Wilson, I was a trial member 2 weeks ago. Finally have enough to sign up. Can I get this deal? Yes, Candy Wilson, you can get this deal. If you are a trial member, or you used to be a trial member, or you used to be a member and you want to come back, send a text message, Candy and anyone else, send a text message right now to 786-505-4047, Candy. Candy, the phone number is right at the bottom of your screen, 786-505-4047. Send a text message to that number right now. So back to SIGA, my concerns here with SIGA is that this stock is so heavily shorted. Look at how it recovered after that news came out. It recovered really, really aggressively. Now, if SIGA gets back over 1950, you really got to be careful of a short squeeze that gets completely out of hand. Like, you got to be careful of a short squeeze that just literally looks like this. If it gets over 1950. If it gets over 1950, you have to watch SIGA to continue its short squeeze, because this stock is so heavily shorted over the last 2 months. And when that news broke on Friday and everybody saw this stock crash, I can assure you, so many people shorted this stock right here. So many more people shorted this thing. And I just feel like if this monkeypox continues to spread and it stays in the news headlines, this could get dangerous. It could get dangerous for short sellers. So it's so heavily shorted. I think SIGA is the most crowded trade in the whole market right now. I feel like every trader in the world is either long or short SIGA. So it's very, very crowded, and having a short position that is short in a very crowded stock can get very dangerous. That's SIGA. I'll go on to GOVX after SIGA because this is another simply play to monkeypox. And with GOVX, this setup is much more simple. It's really all about $3.40. It's one of the most obvious resistance levels that you're ever going to see. Very clear double top, $3.40 right here. And then as I pan this back and we go back even further, and I mean, like, let's really go back here. Go look at 2021. Okay. I mean, that level was an absolute brick wall of support. We broke it in January. And then as I zoom in, you got that major resistance there from the end of May, and then resistance there again on Friday. So if GOVX gets over $3.40, it's a long. It'll be a long in my eyes, and you look for that stock to get back to at least 4, maybe 425 on GOVX. Now, but GOVX is a sympathy play to SIGA. Okay, so it's another one of those monkeypox names. So watch SIGA. If SIGA gets back over 1950 and you see SIGA start to climb itself back up, and you see SIGA back into the 20s. In that case, folks, I think GOVX breaks over 340. Get long it and try to ride that thing up over 4. That's GOVX. And last but not least, HKD, the crazy, insane short squeeze where the stock went from, $20 up to $490 in a matter of a week and a half. Sad to say it. We made a ridiculous amount of money on it on Wednesday and Thursday, but it is sad to say it. I think that the short squeeze is over with. I think the $490 level may be the top. That doesn't mean I'm going to short it because I'm also not crazy. But you usually, when a short squeeze goes that far, that fast, it usually doesn't last very long, and it usually goes down just as fast as it goes up. So I would not be the least bit surprised if tomorrow you see a candle that looks like this. That looks like this for HKD. All right. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see a candle that looks like that for HKD and the stock goes all the way back to 200 or even below 200. I don't know how much more that stock has left in it. All right. Huge win for us last week, guys. Just unbelievable. From $20 to $490 in a week and a half. Just absolutely unbelievable short squeeze. And we caught it not once, but we caught it twice. Congratulations to all my TC members that caught the HKD trade. Okay, guys. So there you have it. That concludes the If I Traded It segment of this live stream. We've got to welcome Mario. Mario is the newest member of the family. There are now just 9 of those laptops left. 9 laptops left. Everybody welcome Mario. Go to ttgoffer.com. Enter the coupon code TTG121. Welcome Mario. Guys, I'm going to go right to it. Anyone that's on this live stream, if you are not interested in joining True Trading Group at all, you can sign off the live stream now. I am finished. I'm done with the educational part. I'm going to get into now. I'm going to actually show you the TTG platform itself so you guys can actually see firsthand what you will get when you join True Trading Group for just the $11.50. Of course, you get our chat room where the mods and I share our screen. We're live on the mic. We're calling out our trades. We're with you from pre-market till after hours. You can also use our mobile app. Can't be in front of your computer? Don't worry about it. Use the mobile app. It's available on iPhone and Android. It's free. You can see our screen share, listen to the audio analysis, get real-time push notifications whenever a mod enters or exits a trade. That's how so many of our members are able to be successful while working a full-time job. You also get 2 small private study group sessions with one of our pro traders. This way you can ask questions and speed up your learning curve. You get the Benzinga Pro newsfeed. This will cost you over $1,000 a year if you go to Benzinga on your own. Don't do that. We've spent years building relationships with all of these companies to offer their products on our platform at no additional cost to you. This is included free with your membership when you join TTG. We'll make sure that you get news as soon as it crosses the wire at the same speed as professionals. You also get TradingView's premium charting software. This will cost you a few $100 a year. Don't do that. It's free with your membership when you join True Trading Group. You'll also get the Trade Ideas scanner. That'll cost you a few $100. It'll make sure you're always focused on the hottest stocks during the day. Don't pay that. It's free with your membership when you join True Trading Group for just the $11.50. This is the value of the membership. This is why True Trading Group is a platform. This is what makes us different from other programs and services that are out there. Because when you join True Trading Group, you're not just getting education, you're also getting tools that professional traders use that allow them to make better decisions. Why do you charge $3 for your trial? Rebecca, literally just to make sure that you are a real person and you're not like a spam bot that's going to come into our chat and try to just spam through our chat room and try to, promote another stupid product or something like that. So we just charge you $3 to make sure you are in fact a real person, Rebecca. It's not reoccurring. Like there's no automatic renewal. That $3 trial, it does not renew. So you'll pay $3 for our 7-day trial. It's a full 7 trading days. Weekends and holidays don't count. If you do not manually say, hey, I want to be a full member, nothing happens. Your trial membership just expires and you're never charged anything ever again. It's $3. We charge $3 just to make sure you are in fact a real person. All right. If you want to join our trial, you guys can do so. Go to TTG.com. Again, TTG3 spelled out .com. It's $3. That's it. Everyone's got $3. I don't care how expensive gas is. Everybody has $3. Okay. You can be in chat with us and trade with us for 7 trading days. Weekends don't count. Get your butts in chat, guys, and experience what your trading group is like and then decide for yourself. All right. On top of the charts, you're getting ETNA's simulator. ETNA simulator will let you trade stocks and options with fake money, but with real-time data. It'll cost you just under $1,000 if you go to ETNA on your own. Don't do that. It's free with your membership when you join True Trading Group. You can also use our own proprietary scanner that lets you create custom scans. You get dark pool data, unusual options activity, stuff that used to only be available to professionals. Now you guys have it. A trading journal that tracks all your trading, gives you statistics and data. A social sentiment scanner that goes through Reddit, StockTwits, and Twitter and tells you what ticker symbols are being mentioned most so you can stay ahead of the crowd. Unlimited analyst ratings, so you can actually see how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating on any stock you're interested in. Insider buying, short interest, you name it. We've got all of it, guys. It's all included with your membership. You also get a watch list every day. The mods and I publish, tell you what stocks we're looking at and how we plan on trading them. And then you have all of our courses. Our courses are a simplified yet expanded upon version of what I learned when I worked at the fund in New York. There's beginner and foundation courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, you name it. We've got it in text and video, whatever's easy for you guys to learn. There's no VIP courses that cost more money after you join. Every course is included when you guys join for that $11.50. That price goes up at midnight tonight. Do not forget that. This sale is over in just a couple hours. Then we also have a trading, a video library. This is on top of the courses. We have a video library that's got about 300 hours of workshops and webinars that we have conducted covering a bunch of different topics like, how to grow a small account, how to build wealth in a long-term portfolio, how to trade while working a full-time job, how to resist FOMO. You can watch them all and then attend them when we do them live. Once you become a full-time member, you can actually attend these workshops live. It's time you invested in something real, folks. Something that can actually help you reach your goals. Now, I can't guarantee that you're going to be successful just because you joined your training group. I cannot guarantee that. But I can guarantee if you do not make your $11.50 membership fee back at least once after going through our courses, quizzes, and attending a study group, I'm going to give you double your money back. I'm going to hand you back $2,300. That's how confident we are in our ability to help you become successful. Ball's in your court. It's up to you. You got a couple hours left to get a 48% discount. Then the sale ends. Price goes up. No more laptops. There's 9 left. You'll know you're getting a laptop as long as you see one inside the checkout cart. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121, click apply code, check out, and you guys are good to go. Get your butts in chat. Get ready for the first trading day of the month, the first trading day of the week. We finish off July with a bang. We're looking to start August just as hot. Don't trade through this stuff on your own, guys. Again, go to ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. Congratulations, all of our new members. Welcome to the THD family. I'll see you guys all in chat. If you want to do the trial, you can go to ttgthree.com if you guys want to join our 7-day trial. Thanks for tuning in tonight, folks. Get some rest. I'll see you guys all tomorrow morning. Subscribe to this channel. Smash that like button. Make sure you turn on your notifications. And if you have any questions about the membership at all whatsoever, send a text message. Morgan, I see you're having some issues on the checkout page. Morgan, and anybody else that has questions about the membership, Morgan, send a text message to 786-505-4055. 877. The phone number's at the bottom of your screen. Morgan, send a text to that number, and anybody else that has questions. I'll see you guys all.